Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D. And this time around, I'm going to bring to you a review of Bad Boys for Life. Now, this review will be spoiler-free, so I will not spoil much of anything good and exciting, because there is a ton of twists and turns you will expect from this. The long-awaited third installment of the Bad Boys series, after it had been almost 17 years since they ever gave us Bad Boys 2, and almost 25 years since the first Bad Boys came out. But anyway, now, yes. This takes place just right after, years after the previous film, so now you know. Now, the film is, of course, released by Columbia, who, of course, produced the other two films. Only unlike the last two movies, this time Michael Bay is not involved in directing this. They actually got a couple of new directors, a couple of Belgian dudes, Adil El Abi and Bilal Fallah, but I may be pronouncing these wrong, so I humbly apologize. So, however, Jerry Bruckheimer's back in producing through his and Don's in his company with Don Simpson. Plus, Will Smith is also involved in this, which this is co-produced through his Overbrook Entertainment Company. But anyway, now and Smith along with Martin Lawrence are back as detectives Lowry and Burnett. This time around, they're really in for a real shock. Also in the cast include Vanessa Hudgens, Alexander Ludwig, Charles Melton, Paula Nunes, I hope that's how you pronounce his first name, Kate Del Castillo, Nikki Jim, Teresa Randall, Jacob Scipio, and Joe Pantoliano, who reprises his role from the previous two films as well, as Captain Howard. Now then, I'm only giving you a slight heads up. Now, this time around, Lowry's in for a real shock. He learns that he has a bit of someone who is related to him out there, but I will not tell you who that is because you need to see the movie, because this is a spoiler-free review. So, this time after his daughter gets married and now he's become a grandpa, Burnett really decided to retire. But something happens to Lowry and he really needs to find out what happened and what have you, and soon, well, everything's good, but not for long. Things take more twists and turns and what have you, which I'm gonna say you need to, again, you gotta go see the movie. So, apparently, despite getting orders from their captain, he has brought Mike as a consultant to the tech-driven Advanced Miami Metro Operations, also known as AMO, led by his ex-girlfriend, Rita. So he and some 3 others then go out to try to investigate what had recently happened. Something happens to Mike, but I'm not going to tell you, because I will tell you it is a bit of a shock, though, okay? But that's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. You need to see the movie. And don't mind me. I don't mean to be sound like a broken record or anything, but that's all I'm going to say in these spoiler-free reviews. Alright? But anyway, let me see. and soon they really have to take a big chance, and so our two detectives go to Mexico City to confront the person who, well, Lowry believes is kin to him. Apparently, someone who is supposedly his offspring, but that's just one thing I'm gonna say. This isn't factually spoiler. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, though. I did say an offspring, but I'm not saying who that person is. Okay, so let me see now. Oh yeah. Now, as much more as the other two Bad Boys movies are, this one, I'm going to say, from my point of view, is much more fun and action-packed than the previous two were. While despite the last one was heavily dissed, though it did pretty well, and the first one was mixed with response, this one, however, has been getting pretty decent response, including a review from yours truly on Letterboxd, but I'll tell you that when I'm done with the review. Now, I will tell you the action in this movie is absolutely intense, awesome, epic, exciting, etc., etc., etc. More good chases, gunplay than you can ever imagine. Trust me. You need to see Bad Boys for Life. I will say, hell yeah, you gotta see it. Like I said, it has a few twists and turns and what have you, but nevertheless, I loved it. I love the performances we got from Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. The Ammo team was real good. And the story was pretty good too, as a matter of fact. The music's good too, which actually they did a special little remix combining both Inner Circle's Bad Boys and P. Diddy's Bad Boy for Life. Which I think that was pretty cool. So, in the end, I'm going to tell you that now the final confrontation, the final act, is even more intenser than what you can imagine. I gotta say, it was cool, intense, again, and again, awesome again, and epic again. Oh yeah. And like the other two Bad Boys movies, this has lots of humorous lines, and I laughed my head off at those. That was even more funnier than some of the lines I heard in the other two movies. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to take my word for it, but if you weren't too impressed with Bad Boys 2 or the first one, or if you weren't impressed with either, and you really want to give Bad Boys another chance, go see Bad Boys for Life. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I think this is probably the first good movie I went to see this year. I've got to say, this was a good macho flick. Again, the performances were good. I liked the story. I loved the humor. I loved the action, etc., etc., etc. So, with everything said on Letterboxd, I give Bad Boys for Life 5 stars. Means you need to see this to believe it. Now, if you have seen Bad Boys for Life, please tell me what you thought about in the comment section. Like and subscribe to my channel as well. And be a part of the Big D Nation. Thank you very much for watching. Now, if you liked what you saw, you can check out these recent vids, these last 3 I've done. In the upper left-hand corner is my back-to-back review of Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of one actual bad boy, the Devil's Child, in The Omen. And in the bottom left-hand corner is my recent review of Damien Omen 2. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe to my channel for more reviews and stuff from moi, the Big D. So, thank you again for watching my review of Bad Boys for Life. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.